Telkom has appointed Serame Taukobong as CEO designate for from the 1st of October. He'll be taking over the CEO seat when outgoing CEO Sipho Maseko exits at the end of June next year. And he is here with us, actually joining us via Zoom, is the man of the moment himself, Serame Taukobong. Thank you so much for joining us, Serame. You are the man that we know as the brains behind the mobile business of Telkom that has mainly driven revenue. And I'm just thinking, I'm sure you knew at some point that you would be considered for this position.
No, I think in the short term, what I was brought in to do was to revamp and revitalize our mobile business, as you say. I think there is obviously a succession planning process that happens within the business. So, when the process started, we all were approached and raised our hands. It was no guarantee. We had to carry on working. Very firm competition internally as well.
And you will be replacing a man that basically resuscitated Telkom. He's been at the helm for 8 years now, and you worked under him for 3 years. Just tell me, what are some of the key things that you will be taking from him as a person and from his leadership capabilities into your new role as CEO when he exits next year?
I think you start off with an amazing point. For Sipho to have come into that ship 9 years ago and steered it to what it is, talked to some tenacity, patience, and never giving up. So that's a big one. Two, I think teamwork, the ability to build teams, to make sure that you motivate people despite all the odds and challenges. And thirdly, a firm belief, not just in Telkom, but in the country, and making sure that as a significant contributor to the country's economy, Telkom cannot fail.
And you were behind, of course, as we've mentioned, the revival of Telkom's mobile business. But at the same time, challenges still remain. Even though Telkom is now the third largest mobile operator, we are still in an environment of deep economic challenges. People's pockets are under strain, also was mentioned in your trading statement earlier today. And I'd just like to know, what are you taking from your own book of building a successful consumer business? What key lessons are you taking from your own book to make sure that this momentum carries on?
I think the key principles that we applied in growing the mobile business was really understanding what you said. A big discipline on segmentation, because you can't apply the same approach to all consumers. And I guess the same will apply in our other business units, because they deal with various customers. And let's treat those as segments and get to understand our customers' points so that we can provide them with solutions, understanding the tough economic times that customers are facing.
And in terms of what you'd like to say to your shareholders, I'm giving you the platform in terms of the value unlock efforts that Telkom is continuing to embark on.
I think it's an awesome platform, and I think the way that Value Unlock has been working, I actually tried to use the Olympics model. It's a relay. And it's not a 100-meter sprint. And Sipho has run 2 or 3 of those baton changes single-handedly. Now he has enough power or enough people to hand over to finish the rest of the race.
Absolutely. Well, using the Olympics model, I'll definitely also take that into my own life. Thank you so much for your time and all the best in your new role. Hopefully, we will be talking to you when you do take over the CEO seat next year.
I look forward to it.
All right, thank you. That was Serame Taukobong, the CEO designate at Telkom.